All right, guys, I'm gonna get you started with this volume. I decided to go ahead and do a video today because I wasn't sure how I was gonna be feeling. I hadn't had a great weekend, and I wanted to make sure while I was feeling pretty good that I could get this video done so you would have what you needed for today. You should have gotten this handout from the sub or from Miss Walker. So we're going to do some of this together, and then I'm going to leave it with you to do. You're going to finish it in class today. Tomorrow, when you come back, I will have a video going over the rest of it, or I will go over the rest of it with you live on Tuesday, like we did on Friday. I just wanted to be sure that we had this for today after my weekend. So, that being said, volume of a three-dimensional figure is a measure of the object's capacity, or what it can hold. So volume measures how much something can hold. We're only going to be doing volume of prisms. We're going to be doing volume of rectangular and triangular prisms. In other words, this can of Dr. Pepper Zero that y'all know I love so much, we won't be working on volume of this. That's going to be 8th grade. You'll do that next year. So, but we're going to be doing volume of things like cereal boxes and that kind of thing, and then triangular prisms. So, volume's very easy because the volume of a prism is the area of the base and the height. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Volume, no matter what volume you're doing, it's all about that base. All about that base. It's all about that base. With volume, and if I didn't sound so froggy, I'd sing it for you, but volume is all about the base. When you get to 8th grade next year and you're finding volume of cylinders and volume of cones and volume of spheres, it's all about the base. The base, the base, the base. So the volume is found using the area of the base times the height. And that's all you're going to do. So every time we do one of these, the first thing we're going to do is determine, what is my base? What base do I have? How do I find the area of that base? Because the volume formula for every single solid, no matter what it is, the volume formula is V. That's not writing very good. Let's get my handy dandy pencil out here. V equals big B H. And big B is the area of the base. Big B. Now, when you're doing things with triangles, I don't want you to confuse this with the area of a triangle. When you're doing the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 little b h. Okay? So the area of just the area of a triangle, the things that we've been doing up to this point, the area of a triangle is 1/2 little b h. But volume is capital B H. And that capital B, tell you what I'm going to do, hang on. I'm just going to put my paper over right here. Volume is big B H. I'm going to show you what this is. Volume equals big B H. And big B is the area of the base of whatever you're finding the volume of. H is the height. And when you multiply those together, the area of the base times the height, volume equals the area of the base times the height. Okay? I'll leave that right there for just a second. I'll pause for a second and let y'all get that down. That is for every single solid that you have that's ever been created, no matter what it is. The only thing we're doing are prisms, and that's going to be triangular and rectangular prisms. So basically, our bases are going to be one of two things. We're either going to have a square, a rectangle, or a triangle. So the only thing you're going to have to worry about is length times width, or 1/2 base times height. Now, you did volume of rectangular prisms last year, and you were told that volume equals length times width times height. Well, that's not necessarily true. What you were told last year was volume equals big BH. And it just so happens that the big B that you were dealing with was a rectangle. Your big B was a rectangle. So that is length times width times height. Okay? All right. Well, I'm going to kind of having to be a little bit quiet. Folks in my house are still asleep, so I'll have to check the volume on this when I get through. All right, so looking at this first one. This is so the first thing we're going to do is identify what we are finding the volume of. And we're finding the volume of a rectangular prism. Well, we know that's rectangular prism. What we want to know is what is big B. So big B here, our base here is a rectangle. Our base is a rectangle. So when we write volume equals big B H, I'm going to put me a little rectangle right there so that I know that my big B is length times width, and then that's going to be times the height. Okay? Now, so, because, again, I can't say this enough, because this base right here is a rectangle, this big B is length times width. That will change as your solids change. That will change as your solids change. But here, our length is 6, our width is 8, our height is 15. I'm going to multiply that with my handy dandy calculator, and I get 720. And volume is in cubic units, so that's going to be yards cubed. Because we're multiplying 3 units, we're cubing it because we're multiplying 3 units now. Right here, our base here is a triangle. Our base is a triangle now. Even though that is actually sitting on one of the sides. A lot of times you want to think that the base is the part that's sitting on the ground. That's not the case. The base is going to be the 2 ends that are parallel to each other. On rectangular prisms, it can be any of them, but on triangular prisms, it's going to be the 2 ends that are parallel to each other. And if you'll notice, those are the only 2 that are parallel. The rest of the sides are not parallel to each other. So this is my base right here. This is my base. That's my base. So that triangle, on a triangular prism, my base is going to be a triangle. So volume equals big BH. My base now is a triangle. Well, if my base is a triangle, to get the area of that triangle, I'm going to do 1/2 of my little b, 1/2 base times height, gets the area of my triangle. Then I'm going to multiply that again by the height, or by the length up here, on here, base times height, and then you've got that other length, whatever that other third length is. So 1/2 your base, 1/2 of 5.5 times my height here, which was 2, times this other side right here, which is 4. I'm going to put that in my calculator. So V equals 22 inches cubed. Okay, I'll give you a second to copy that down. I'm going to check my calculator one more time. All right, so let's flip on over. And we're going to do a couple more together, and then I'm going to kind of let you have it. And you're going to practice, because you're only doing those two things. You're either going to be doing one half, you're going to be doing length times width times height, or one half length times width times height, basically. Okay, so this is my base here is a rectangle, which means that I'm going to be doing length times width times height. So it's 4 times 4 times 5. It's going to be 20 times 4 is 80. Okay. Here, my base is a triangle. If my base is a triangle, then I'm going to be doing volume equals 1/2. My length, well, 1/2 your base is 12, 5, and 9. So basically, guys, let's just be real. You're doing length times width times height, or 1/2 length times width times height. If it's a square, you're doing length times width times height. If it's a triangle, you're doing 1/2 the length times width times height. We're not going to get on. So, 1/2 of that. Sorry. I'm sorry if you hear Luke over there eating in his dog bowl. Guess he felt like he needed an early breakfast this morning. 1/2 of 12 times 5 times 9 is 270 meters cubed. Okay. Right on this one, we have a rectangular prism. This is a rectangular prism. So the volume is going to be length times width times height. Let's just go down through here and put the formulas down here, and then I'm going to let you have it and let you finish it. This is a rectangular prism. So the volume here is going to be length times width times height. This one, it's a triangular prism. So the volume is going to be 1/2 length times width times height. Rectangular prism, volume is going to be length times width times height. Triangular prism, 1/2 length times width times height. Okay. On number 11, I want you to notice something. Number 11 is not a triangle. It's not a rectangle. Y'all do not nut up on me, because here's what it's already giving you the big B. So volume equals big B times H, right? Well, it gave you big B. So volume equals 43 times 15. You don't have to know how to find the volume, the area of that pentagon, because it gave you big B. It gave you big B. You just put big B. Big B is 43. I just put it in right there. I don't have to do any multiplying to get big B. So 43 times 15. They already did that one for you. They did one step for you. 645 millimeters cubed. Same thing for that one. Okay. And that's all there is to volume, guys. That is all there is. So I will be available today if you have any questions. I'm going to put a video in, a little song video. It's got a little song in it. I'm also going to put a video in of Math Antics video. If in any of the videos that I put in there, if they get into volume of cylinders, you can watch it, take notes. We are only doing volume of triangular prisms and rectangular prisms. So anything other than that, you don't have to watch. But there are some good other explanations on some of the videos that I have. So I want to give you a little extra reinforcement there. But that's all there is to it. Length times width times height, or 1/2. And we're just going to call that 1/2 length times width times height. We're just going to, if it's a triangle, you're going to do half of it. So, making it easy. I'm letting you have an easy way out this time. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you Wednesday. I will maybe see you on tomorrow.